Hello there. Welcome to my TED Talk. If you don't know me, hi. It's nice to meet you. I used to post on here all the time. I don't anymore because I am not a crackhead, not a shadow person anymore, not a shadow creature, just vibing. And if you do know me, hi. Yeah, I'm glad to see you. I'm just doing an update video on how my life is because a few people have asked me. Just a quick rundown of my backstory in case you don't know me, because I know that the sub has grown from when I first joined. We had 2,000 members and now we have 20,000. Really? Why the fuck are you all here? But I heavily use DPH every day for about 2 or 3 years. And it was a major problem, got me kicked out of school, and it's something that I have struggled with for a very long time now. So, where am I now? How did I get to where I'm at? I stopped using DPH, and I had tried stopping many times before, but what made the difference this time is I stopped putting so much pressure on myself that, this was it. This was going to be the last time. I mean, I weaned off of it. I started taking smaller doses, but I was probably down to 125, and I was like, no, I'm done. I don't really need to take it anymore once I ran out. I was thinking that it was going to be as hard as the other times because in the past, my cravings were ridiculously bad, and I would have withdrawals, physical symptoms, feeling sick to my stomach, and super tired, and I can't do anything, and basically just rebound symptoms of my brain readjusting its chemistry because I'm not putting a bunch of shit in it. You get to a point where you make the decision to either continue using DPH and that be your whole life forever, or stop and get your shit together. So once I stopped taking it, I noticed that I was feeling empty, I was just struggling to feel things anymore. It took some readjusting. I definitely went through periods of time where I was feeling a lot, being really emotional or crying about something that I don't need to be crying about because it's not a big deal, and just generally acting out of character. But once I got used to not getting high every second of every day, it was easier for me to find things that I enjoy about living my life without being on DPH. It's a lot more difficult to have fun with family members and friends and understand what's going on when you're high. Since I stopped taking DPH, I've got my own place, I have a job, I got a car and my license, and I have been really just in a much, much better place than I ever would have expected. I didn't think that I was gonna make it out of my active addiction. I thought that was it. I mean, who the fuck takes DPH every day for 3 years and makes it out alive? Not very many people. So I consider myself one of the lucky ones, and I never really, even when I was doing it, it was rare for me to push it to the point where I was taking a gram. Yes, I was probably taking about a gram a day, but a gram at a time, that was a special occasion. Some things that I continue to struggle with that are long-lasting effects of my DPH use are, first of all, comprehension, understanding what people are saying to me, and formulating a response in my head. That's a lot more difficult now. I used to be pretty well-spoken. I'm not anymore. I feel dumb now. I've definitely dropped a few IQ points. For the most part, people are chill about it. If I fuck up in the middle of a conversation, I'm like, oh, what were we talking about? Sorry, my brain just restarted. Or I have no idea what you're saying to me. Even though you're speaking directly to me, it sounds like you're speaking gibberish. I work a customer service job, so it's a little bit more obvious than it would be for people who don't have to talk to bitch-ass customers all day. But, hopefully that'll get better with time. I was already socially awkward, so it just makes things a little bit worse. But I'll take, It's a, I can't even think of the fucking word for it. That wasn't even on purpose. You see what I mean? Something else that I've noticed is that, and don't freak out if this happens to you ladies or gentlemen, I gained weight when I stopped taking DPH. I don't know if this has to do with the fact that my mouth wasn't as dry, so eating food was nicer, or if like my body's just like, what the fuck is going on? But I know that a lot of people who stop doing drugs in general gain weight when they stop. It's not as big of a deal for me because I'm comfortable with myself, my body, and I have a lot of people around me who love me and tell me I'm beautiful all the time. So if that starts happening to you, don't go back to drugs. I considered it, but don't do it. That's not, being skinny is not worth being strung out on drugs. I've also noticed that since I stopped taking DPH, I don't hate people as much. While I was taking DPH, I hated everybody for the most part. I was very mean to people around me and did not keep up with my friendships like I should, and I was generally putting my energy into people who are toxic and just don't have the best interests in the I was just putting my energy into people and thoughts and memories that were damaging to me, and I feel like now I'm at a place where I can cut people out of my life if they're not good for me. You know what I mean? It's been a lot easier for me to move forward and deal with the things that I was running away from now that I'm clean, which is common sense, but you know, like really it helps, because I know damn well if you're a goddamn DPH addict or doing DPH in general, you are running from something. Stop for a little bit and confront it. I'm gonna start wrapping the video up because I know I've just been talking and there's no guarantee that anybody's gonna watch this or like this or even remember who the fuck I am, because it's been a minute. Overall, I'd say that my experience with DPH shaped who I am as a person now. It definitely inspired my art. It gave me some life experience, some good character development. But if I could go back and tell myself to stop being such a goddamn idiot, I would. Would I have listened to my future self? Probably not. But it would have been worth a try. I just wanted to make this because when I was in your position, if you're still using, I really struggled with not seeing any way out because I thought I was already so fucked up that there was no coming back from it. And yes, I'm fucked up, maybe permanently, but I still love myself and have to move past that negative part of my life. I just want to grow as a person, and that's not something that I could have said for myself 2 years ago. There's a big difference in your quality of life when you're going out and living your life and interacting with people and seeing friends and being around family, rather than just chasing something, chasing an escape, trying to get away from everything. Things suck. Like, yeah, things suck and things are fucking hard, but the alternative is something I'm not interested in. I want to live and I want to do what I can do and create what I can create while I'm here. Every single one of you has something to offer and somebody that would miss you. So if you're fucking actively using DPH, don't. It's fucking not worth it. It feels like shit. Like, yeah, you can like things about it. I certainly fucking did. I loved it. But it's not worth the risk. It's not worth the fact that you are a little rat going to pick up DPH at Walmart, okay? It just really isn't. You gotta look in the mirror and get real with yourself. Like, what are you doing? This is ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, that's an update on my life. If you're interested in like my art and stuff like that, I will post some on here. I will continue to post some on my account. If you want to talk to me, like message me, please do. I am an ass when it comes to responding. If I don't respond, hit me up again. Hit me up 5 times, 6 times. I'll respond eventually. I am socially anxious even in the DMs. But I am genuinely interested to hear what everybody has to say and to see how everybody's doing. If you like this, let me know. Leave a comment. It was good talking to you. I hope everything's good in your world, and if you are struggling with addiction, I hope that you find the strength to handle that bitch a little bit. Not all the way, just a little bit. Baby steps. All right. It's good talking to you. Goodbye.